What's up, YouTube? RC Grunt here. I'm trying to make a little video real quick. I got some stuff here from Traxxas today. I got the 9751 blue in color, which is the steel drive shafts with the blue sleeves, which I have. There's the other sleeve for the short shaft for the front one, which makes these two. Which I thought I was buying a set of drive shafts, which is going to eliminate the O-ring, but no matter what, the Traxxas ones have the rubber O-ring, so you got to put the shrink wrap on it regardless. So I got some shrink wrap here ready to go. So when I put it on, I'm gonna fix it up. But you can go online and get drive shafts that are they don't have this stupid O-ring, which I think was a stupid design by Traxxas. And it really pissed me off with this whole shipment shit. But I'm not gonna go there because you know how it is, whatever. But anyway, you know, just somebody rich trying to make more money off of somebody poor. That's all I did. Ripped me the fuck off. And I just, nothing I can do about it because I'm just one lonely little consumer that doesn't matter to them. So anyway, I also got the 9763 blue too, which are the shafts, the shock shafts. Now I thought these were gonna come and these were gonna be just a cover that went over the plastic case, that went over this plastic casing, which is the old shock shaft. Now what it is, it gives you the whole different sleeve, which is pretty cool. And you got to take the whole shock apart and rebuild it, which I had already done one. I've already done one to show you guys. It comes up, it looks pretty nice. And I put oil in it, and oops, there it goes, takes off on me. It looks great. It feels good. It looks great. It builds awesome. Now there's a couple of things I'm going to show you about it that I don't know, like the design of the shock, which is all right because you know Traxxas' shocks are awesome, and so I don't know. It could be trash. It could be awesome. It could be, I don't know yet. But here's my trx4m right here. I got quite a bit of upgrades on this thing. If you can't tell already, I have the trail bumper mounts on the rear, trail bumper mount in the front. I have the aluminum servo mount here. I got the brass steering blocks. I got the brass steering link. I got the brass the brass diff covers. I got the brass C hubs. Right here you can see on the trail C hubs are in here. They're brass, but they're painted black. The metal skid plate, high clearance links. The links are from Injora. Everything's from Injora except for everything. No, I'm wrong. Everything is from Injora. So, except for the Traxxas stuff. The only thing I got from Traxxas was the servo mount and the drive shafts now. And after I'm done with all this, my shocks will be rebuilt with the aluminum inside. So they are actually really nice looking now, and I can't wait to put them on there. But I'm going to tear one apart right now and show you guys exactly what's inside of it. I'll give you this little direction sheet here on what's inside of the shock and how to, what's actually in there. You don't have to take the whole thing apart. All you got to do is get the shaft out, and then the two O-rings and the cap and spacer will pop out of the bottom. The piston and the two E-clips all stay together. You don't take that off the shaft. That all stays on the shaft. You'll see it when I'm gonna do one right now. I don't think I'm gonna do all of them, but I'm gonna just do one right now, and just to show you what's entitled in that. The drive shafts. I could do the drive shafts probably right now and get that over with. Let's see here. Now, get these links off. Links, yeah. I'm not even going into the links right now. I'm just gonna pop off the front and rear drive shafts. They have the shrink wrap on them because I've done it. I did it when I first got the truck. Figured out how to get those O-rings to stop coming out as soon as they get caught up on something. I didn't have a problem with them at all, period. Let's get to... I don't know if you can even get to this. Yeah, you can. This one without taking the motor plate off, but you can. It's right here. Where are you? There you go. It's in there good to get to it anyway. I might even, it's going to be such a pain in the butt to try and get this out. The easiest thing to probably do, I'm going to lift up this battery tray. Ah, great, of course I got Loctite on everything now. Because I got the aluminum skid plate in there now. I'm not trying to put these screws in and they're going to come all loose and shit. But, oh well. That Loctite's pretty good. These things stay put, but it doesn't, not to the point where you're going to strip in the screw trying to get it out, Alright, battery tray. Get that out of the way. Pretty sure we can do this by just moving the battery tray. Let's get to the rear. There you go. Drive shafts. Yeah, my TRX4 Sport, man, it died on me yesterday. It didn't die on me, but the servo I had in there was... The servo horn I had in my TRX4 Sport was plastic. I don't know why. I've never put a plastic servo horn in that truck. I mean, I must have, I guess, because I bought it brand new, and it had a plastic servo horn in it. And I don't know where the heck that thing came from, honestly. I really don't. There it is. Rear drive shafts. Front drive shafts. Let's just get the screw out. Let's just fell out, I believe. I hear something in there moving around. What the heck, dude? I really can't hear it moving around somewhere. Yeah, you hear it? I don't know where it is, though. Yeah, it's right under the... God damn it. Yeah, it fell on. Alright, let's just get the motor out of here. Much easier. That's crazy. Stupid thing just went. It fell under the motor. That's only 4 little screws. And then what we'll do is we'll drive shafts. Then I'm gonna pop the wheels off, and that's how you're gonna do the shocks, because you gotta get the shocks off to disassemble them. When I disassemble them, I got a little thing of oil right here, so I can re-oil the O-rings when I put them in. And yeah, but like I said, it looks great. That other one came out awesome. And it hasn't leaked anything coming out. It has a little bleeder hole in the top, and I haven't gotten anything out of it, so that's a plus. There it is. There it is. It just fell on the bottom. Stupid. There it is. Boom. Alright. Motor's out. Drive shafts are out. Now, this is, drive shafts aren't out yet. Like I lied. These out. Pops at the end. Alright. Now, it's just simple. It's obviously the short one's in the front. Long one goes in the rear. Now, what you want to do though is you want to prep it and get it ready for the shrink wrap. So what we're gonna do, the shrink wrap. Cut 4 little pieces down, probably the same size as the about the same size as the shaft there, the end shaft. I mean the universal. I cut about 4 pieces. It's about the same size as that length. all these are going to do is cover the I'm just going to put these on to cover the O-ring, so the O-ring stays in place. So we're going to do the front one first. So we'll get this on here and get it ready to get shrunk down when it gets on there. And you kind of want to leave enough space to where you can get to the grub screw that holds it in place. So you see, I kind of have it like, you'll see, because once you shrink the shrink wrap down, it's going to get smaller. So you kind of want to leave that hole exposed so that way you can get to it and you can still loosen it up and tighten it up if need be. You know what I mean? When I put heat to that, it's going to shrink a little bit, but it's going to stay on the O-ring. You'll see. I'll do one real quick right now so I can show you. And you always got to put your drive shaft sequential, the screws in the same direction. Yo, what's going on here? Don't even tell me this is smaller. What? What is that, a sleeve or something in there? What the fuck is this? Oh, wait a second. I'm not... What? How is this possible? These ones are way smaller than that. What the hell? Okay. I don't know, I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Oh, okay. I see here. Now, look at these. Look at what I'm looking at here. See the 4 holes, right? You see how they're different sizes? This is big, this is small. Look, it's kind of hard to show you. I don't know if I'll hold it right. Look at the 2 in the middle, right? And then look, I'll just do them on 2 next to each other and then these 2 right here. Be easier to show you, I guess. I don't know if you can see this. See the 2 to the left right here? These 2 right here? The holes are bigger than the 2 holes right on these 2. They're smaller. The smaller holes go on the motor shaft coming out of the transmission. These 2 go to the axles, the ones with the bigger holes. Okay, I didn't know that. It must be the same way on these then. Because that's small and that's big. Okay, yeah, it is the same on the actual plastic ones. It's the same way. That's nice. I learned that. I was about to get pissed and say my drive shafts weren't put together completely, especially after the blowout I had with Traxxas today on the phone. Boy, they did not want me calling back. Let's put this on there. Get it ready. Because like I said, all I'm doing is covering the O-ring. I don't even have a lighter or a torch. Alright, I'm back. I just had to get a quick torch. And I melted this down. See, I can still get to the hole there. And I already did all 4 of these too, so those are done. Now, this one has the bigger hole in it, so this one goes to the axle. Yes, to the axle. I'll put this one in first. This goes on this side. Axle side. Bigger hole, axle side. I'm going to take one of the axle screws. Put it in, and that will go right there, and it will just tighten right up. Bang, perfect, perfectly. And that actually, what's good about these is that they won't strip, because you won't strip out the plastic because they're not made of plastic. So just tighten it down until it's a nice little snug, and just stop. So treat it just like the plastic though, because you don't want to. You still can't strip the screws. It's cheap little metal screws, but just be careful. Just be cautious of what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence on anything. Okay. Okay, so now I'll get the other one with the big hole in the opening right here. This one goes on the rear. Alright, I'll get an axle screw. Or drive shaft screw, sorry. Same thing with this, tighten her down. And like I said, you're not going into plastic, you're going into metal, so. Just like give it a nice little snug down. Okay, now we're gonna put the ones on the motor side on. And then we're gonna put the motor back in. So what we'll do, take the smaller hole that goes on the motor side, and like I said, I want to set the drive shafts up so they're in sequential the same way. So I set the screw up here on the top side. Alright, and then I'll put the drive shaft together, and then I'll make sure that my hole for the screw is in the same orientation as these. So I got these two holes lined up. See what I'm saying? So the screw for that drive shaft is going to be right here. It's not going to be off to the side. It's going to be shoot straight across. I'm going to stick that right down through here. I gotta do it that way. Yeah, do it this way. Stick it up this way. And then just same way. Just make sure the hole's pointing to the down. You can't mess this up. The drive shaft's only going one way, so. Okay. Now this goes here. Come on, you gotta line it up because it's gonna be a pain in the butt. Just gotta line the transmission up with the hole for the motor. Right, like this. Come on, missing. Don't mess with me now. Alright, I'll just rotate it a little bit. I'm going to put a screw in here, and then it'll be easier for me to line it up and then just put the shaft together as I go to put the motor in. Come on, where are you? Is it? There it is. There it is. Oh, it's not even on, is it? Is it? Oh, it is, it is. It is on. Okay. Rotate this. Line up the screws. Put the shaft in. And then make sure you put the other shaft in, right? Come on. Come on. Quit messing with me, dude. It's not working right there. Come on. It seems it's not rotating the right way. Here it is. Are you serious right now? Why is this so difficult? I'm back. This stupid drive shaft. Had to get off because I had to swear a couple times, but I got it. So I was putting the motor back in. Got me some gold bears. Sorry. Tighten down the motor plate and motor. What the heck is wrong with me right now? Alright, hold on. Excuse me 1 second. There you go. Oh, God. Excuse me. It's disgusting. Sorry. Alright. The horns are blowing. My grandfather used to say. Gotta blow the horns. Okay. I'm gonna screw up somewhere. think something wasn't right. Oh, come on. In the butt. This isn't the right screw that goes here. This is one of the self-tappers. Dummy. That's my own fault. My own fault for doing that. Come on. Now I can't get it out. Of course. Don't ever put a self-tapping screw in. You're supposed to put a fine coarse screw because it will get stuck. I don't even know why I picked that screw up because it doesn't even go there. Like, dummy. I get confused sometimes on my own damn work. Alright. Motor's back in. Let me put this plate back on. Cause, oh no, we still gotta do that for your drive shaft. So I can get to the post. I'll take this right now and just do that. Get this done and over with, so that way we can put the drive shaft back together and put the motor plate back in. I mean the battery plate back in. And it won't be a problem. It'll be out of the way and done. And this is where the self-tappers go in the drive shaft. I picked it up and put it in the motor plate like a dummy. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay, nice and tight. Now, this is probably the one I gotta loosen this back up and pull this one off. It'll be easier instead of fighting with it. Actually, nah. I was just gonna take the rear wheels and the shocks off and I'll be able to do it that way, but no. Then I'll have to take the links out and all that other crap. I don't wanna do that. So just pull these. Pull this one. Pull this. Now we'll put the shaft on there. Start here on the side where the motor is, because I already got the screw in there. Run this. Let's see where the screw is so that way I can get it lined up right. Alright, screw holes that way. Okay. Now I'm going to spin it so I can get the screw hole up this way. And we will stick it there. Now you can put the drive shaft screw back in. And I have steel drive shafts. Come on, dude. There it is. Bang. Okay. That's in, that's in, that's in. Let's see if I can. You gave me these other screws. These. So, no, you can have it, buddy. Take this out of here. I don't like this screw being here. They gave me these other screws to put in here, so I'm gonna try these other screws out. Steel CVD shaft. Come on. It's almost like these stainless steel screws aren't even fitting right. So they sent these with it. Let's see if these fit better. I'll probably go all the way through too. Those stainless steel ones are just trash. Yeah, look at that. And it tightens down too. Way better. Way better. Much better screw. Okay. So, you know what I'm going to do too? I'm going to pull this one out and swap it with that screw. I don't like these soft tappers. The stainless steel ones. This came in the stainless steel Traxxas kit too. But these are the screws that Traxxas sent with the... They sent these with the drive shafts. They have the Loctite on them. You can see the Loctite on the screw. It's black and it's not a self-tapper. It's not going into metal. It's going into plastic. Oh, the other ones are going into plastic. This is going into metal. So that's why they use self-tappers. Perfect. Way better. Much tighter. Alright, cool. Game changer. Not really, but... So, I still have these plastic drive shaft, which I can use for in case something breaks. But I have a Defender too, and these will fit on that as well. Alright. Drive shafts are done, man. That looks pretty good. This side doesn't even have a shock on it, so it's like weird. So, we'll take this other front shock off. And we'll do that one now. Let's see if we can get to that. This is another thing I like when I can't find my tools. When I can't find my tools, it drives me up a wall. Alright, here we go. I got my little turny tool here to take my wheels off. I got my shock tool, take my shocks apart. Let's just put this battery tray back in, so that way there's one less thing I got to worry about. Did forget, honestly. But 2 seconds to put it back in, and we'll be good to go. But this Loctite that I'm using, you can actually, I won't have to re-Loctite on, you know what I mean? I can stick the screws in and the Loctite will still work. Which is good. I use this stuff over here. It's called the Permatex Loctite. Yeah, it works pretty good. I have the blue stuff. This is the blue stuff. It's like the chalky kind. But then I also have the red. I have the red gel Loctite too. It's not permanent though. It's high strength, but it's not permanent. And you can always heat this stuff up too, and it works if you heat it up. It will melt the Loctite on the inside or whatever you're trying to get it out of. And you got to do it quickly, but it'll melt it so enough to where you can get it out. I was using this other Loctite, man. For one time I was building a kit and I Loctited something together on the panhard, and I had to take the panhard back out. That Loctite it dried so fast, and I couldn't get those screws out. I ended up stripping the screw out. I had to drill it out. It was a nightmare. It took me forever, but I got it. Just a pain in the butt, you know. All right, let's get this wheel off. Let's get my trusty little Traxxas stand there. Put it on that. Right here. The wheel off. Every time I take the wheel off, the hub comes off with it. So stupid. Oh, it actually stayed in this time. It didn't come off for that one. But my wheels, I have the brass inserts on them too. Kind of, so you might be able to see them. Oh no, these are bead locks. I can't pull them apart. Yeah, they got the brass on the inside of these. These things are so heavy, dude. It's crazy. And I got the Mickey Thompson Canyon Trails on Baja Pros. That's what they are. The Canyon Trails. Those are the Traxxas tires. I have those on the other truck. On the Defender. All right. Let's see. All right, that's stayed. I don't have to worry about that right now. Yeah, see it. The hub stays right in the bead lock. It drives me nuts. Dylan, I'll play some Red Dead with you in a little while. This sitting weird, and it's like feeling weird. I'm like, what's wrong with this truck right now? I keep forgetting I took one of the shocks off already. So, yeah, this was sitting very weird. Let's put that in there. This wheel off. And of course, that one pulled out too. So then I just pull the pins out so I don't lose the pin. And I just stick the pin in my little magnetic tray over here. There's 2 more in there, so they don't fall out. The only one that's still in this truck is the one that's behind the hex. So that one's still in there. Now I'll just pull shocks off and get them rebuilt. Let's see, rear. I'm pretty sure all 4 shocks are the same. I think it said rear, front or rear or whatever. But just keep track of what screws are what. All 4 top shock screws are the same length. I'm pretty sure all 4 bottom screws for the shocks are the same lengths too, because it goes through the shock, then it goes through the retainer on the actual axle, then it goes through the link, and then it goes back into the axle and holds it in place, which holds everything on. So alright, so here's the 3. I still have 1 more of those. Should be right here. Okay. 4 shocks. This is the bottom. Let's see. This should be the same for all 4 bottom shocks too. Yeah, pretty sure it is. This is from the rear. Yeah, they're all the same length. This one was pulling, I had the trailer, so that's why I had the 2 retainer clips on here for the spacers. But I'll pop these off for now. I got a whole bunch of retainer spacer clips now because like I said, this one was pulling the trailer. This is gonna be like a big time difference. I can already feel the difference in the shocks. I don't use I could use it on this actually, just because where is it? Come on, where's my tools at? This is what bothers the heck out of me. Where are my tools? I don't think this is the one I'm looking for. This one's too small. Nice. I was going to use my DeWalt, but like I said, missing tools. Another me losing a tool. I can't find my shit. Bothers me. Sorry for the language. My DeWalt I'm going to use because I'm sick of pulling these long screws out. Alright. Turn the steering a little bit so you can get to the inside of the wheel. Actually found some Injora metal housings for the axle housings for these trucks. And I'm going to get them. I think I did order a pair, so they're on their way actually. Unfortunately, they're coming from China, so they're going to take forever to get here. So, anyway, yeah. Back to the... Alright, let's see here. Now, what next is you got to disassemble the old shocks. So, now... I'm feeling the 2 together. These things, the difference between the 2. This is the one I've already done with the oil. And Traxxas does load them with oil, but not a lot of oil in them. Way big difference. Now, another thing that I wasn't a big fan of is the fact that I'll show you. The little cap on the bottom here, it's actually a cap. It's not screwed in, so you can just pop it right off. But what I do is I wait till I get everything apart first, and then I'll pop it off. So I'll get this on. Where's my little oil dumper? Not really that much oil in here anyway, so. Alright, you take the cap off with the diaphragm out. just dumped a little bit that's in there. I swear they only put maybe 2 or 3 drops in there, and not much at all. Like barely anything in there. If you can see, that's all that came out of the shock, which is not a lot, which is just tiny shock anyway, so I wouldn't expect a lot anyway. But get the oil out of it. I'll put some fresh oil in after I disassemble them all. Container over here. The lower cap off so you get the spring out. And I just went with the same springs. I didn't get any different springs. Let's see. And let's take these out of here. Same thing with these. Ow. Let's unscrew the cap. Do it this way so you can see what I'm doing. And just pull the oil out. I swear there's only like 3 or 4 drops in there. Not much at all. Not much at all. It's crazy. Same thing with this one. Screw it. The diaphragm stays inside the cap. Put that to the side here. Dump the oil. If I was dumping more oil, I'd be probably doing it in a cup, not in my rag. But like I said, there's not much oil in these at all, so just gonna throw it in the washer. A little bit will come out. Hot water, dilute it. All right, took the oil out of those. Now, all you're doing is rebuilding these shocks with the bottoms on it, the blue sleeves. Yeah. So pull this out. Now I'm holding the bottom of the shock shaft, and I'm going to take this off. There it is. It's tight sometimes, so you might want to use I use my little Allen wrench over there, and loosens it up. So, I do them all at once, to make it much easier instead of like fighting with it. Stupid. Now, this is where it's easy because you don't really have to take anything else apart. Just got to push the shaft out. Now, when you do this, you're going to have more oil come out, so be prepared. Just hold it over here over the rag. Push the shaft out. You still need more off of this, so don't just this one out, this one out. Those all stay together. You don't have to take them apart. Okay. Now the bottoms, they actually have these little notch on there. There's a notch in the plastic. I'm not sure if you can see it. See the notch right there in the cap? Like a little notch right there where my finger is. And then if you rotate the sleeve, you'll see another notch on the sleeve. See the notch right here on the sleeve? There's a notch right there. On all four of them, they have that. Now, I don't know if you line up the 2 of them together, it's easier to pop it off. But that's what I've been doing. And once you do that, it just comes right off. And I just stick my fingernail in there and it pops right off. You don't want to go too crazy because you don't want to fuck up the plastic. So, one. Oh, wow, these O-rings look dirty. That O-ring looks dirty in there. See, there's debris in there. Alright. Now watch, you'll see when I pull it apart. You leave all 3 of these together. I'm actually going to take these apart and clean them because there's 2 O-rings and a plastic spacer in here. See how I'm pulling it out? All 3 the same. 2 O-rings and a black spacer in the middle there. Just like that. It comes right out of there. It's hard to see it. Yeah, I don't know if you can, but anyway. Those. is. Now this is where I do one at a time, because I don't want to get it all fucked up and mixed up. So we'll just do one at a time. Now I'll take the first washer that goes in. I'll get oil on it. Fresh, clean oil. Stick it inside the shock. Push it down a little bit. Get it in there. Then you go with the black spacer. You don't have to put any more oil in there because you have plenty in there. And these things already have a little bit of oil on them. And then this is the other O-ring. Second O-ring. Okay. Now, you can put the cap back on the bottom, because that's what this cap is doing. It's holding those in place. Now the rubber, this plastic, the metal retainer doesn't, shaft does not have a notch on it. So I don't know if it really matters. It just has this recessed, like a beveled edge on it. So you can kind of see it. I can see it. I don't know if you guys can, but you just kind of snap this cap right on there. And there it is. Snapped right in place. Now we can put this back on the shaft. Make sure you put the stuff on the inside the way it goes, and then the threads come to the bottom, and that's why you put oil in there, so it makes it easier for this to slide through. Grab it and pull it through. There you go. Pretty much done now. Now I'll put the bottom back on, so you can't, the shaft won't make its way back up through the shock. Just put this back on so that way it's done and over with. Now, the thing came with, the Traxxas package came with some just directions, kind of, I guess. I mean, you don't really need directions. But if, say, you were new to the hobby and you were doing this, you would need some direction a little bit, I guess, on how to do it. If you've never built a shock, but I know how to rebuild them, build them, whatever. They also gave you a little idea on how you do the actual shock oil. It's a good little thing here. It tells you what to do if you don't know what you're doing. So it's just good to have. But even on that thing, it says you only put, I don't know, I think it says, let's see. It says, let's see. It says compress the shock fully so that the rod end is against the bottom of the shock body A, which just means pull the shock down, which is fine. Now it says right here though, it says fill the shock with new silicone shock oil to the top of the shaft, then add 2 to 3 drops of oil to reach the proper level. I guess, I don't know, I guess the proper level is B, and then that's where the diaphragm is going to sit. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just going to put oil in it, move it up and down, let the air bubbles out, and that'll be done. This is second shock done. I can put the 2 on the front or rear, whatever. Those ones came off the front. But it don't really matter. I have all 4 of them off. What I need to do though is go get I need the shock oil. My Traxxas shock oil's not here. What did I do with it? I have some low-C shock oil over there, some RC 4-wheel drive shock oil, but it's not the same. I got just go get the Traxxas stuff. This is the Traxxas shock oil that you get when you buy the actual TRX4 kit to build it. This is it. You know, they give you a good amount. You don't need to do all this to fill the 4 small shocks up. So it's a good amount of oil. But I bought the kit to rebuild my Bronco because my Bronco went through salt water. And it was stupid. And I let it fall off a cliff. I didn't let it. It fell off a cliff into the water, and I had to go for a swim to get it. It was pretty gnarly, but I got it back. and it just rusted and rotted up. It was just bad. So I rebuilt it with the kit version. It came out perfect. Fill the shock up. I don't know if you can see this. It's not. Here it is. You can kind of see. Just gotta pay attention. See, that was perfect. Good thing I stopped where I did. You can see the oil right there, the shock oil in the top, and it's at the perfect what they said to do. The diaphragm will sit right on top of that, and it'll be perfect. But what you're supposed to do is go up and down a couple times with this to get any air bubbles out of there, which I see a couple coming out, and they're pretty much gone. Okay, pull it back down all the way, so you have your, I guess you call it your, the proper level, I guess they call it. Now, the other thing is they gave you plastic shock caps, which I don't agree with it. It's just more a way for them to make money. It's just bullshit. Tracks is bullshit. Now you see the bleeder hole in the top. You can see a little bit of oil coming out of it, which is fine because that's the overflow, which is perfect. That's a perfect amount. Shouldn't want any more than that. Make sure it's nice and tight. You want to wipe it. Make sure you get all the excess oil off. That should be perfectly perfect. Absolutely perfect. That little bit will come out. Get rid of that. That's the last time you'll see oil in that hole. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Already fucking nailed it. Pushing it right off the end. That's exactly why I always do it the way I do it. Nope, I'm pushing the bottom cap right off. I can't stand this. This is stupid. I don't like it. I'm doing exactly how they tell you to do it and it doesn't work. So this is how I do it. You leave the shock compressed and then you put the cap on. And some oil will come out, yes. Just wipe it a little bit. But your bottom shock cap's not blown off of there. Yeah, perfect. Now it's perfect. See how it kind of rebounds a little bit of a rebound. It's perfect. Exactly how you want it. Put the spring on. These, I don't know how these got so dirty already. This, a little bit of Traxxas oil that was in there came out, I guess. Perfect. All right. Bang. These it feels so much better when you rebuild them yourself, I think. So that's two more to go. Bang. All done. All four. Now to put them back on the truck. Yeah, fucking beautiful. Oh, sorry, I can't. I was in the military, man. I was in the infantry for 10 years, not almost 10. The F word is in my vocabulary. Can't help it. 101, baby. 101st Airborne. 187th Infantry, 3rd Brigade. Rakkasan, son. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Did a couple deployments to Afghanistan. Got a little injured. Ended up coming home. Now I'm medically disabled through the military. So I just play with my toys and try and have fun with this whole thing. I tried to reach out to those guys at Operation 11 Charlie, and like those guys are a bunch of phonies, man. Don't ever let them make you think that whole program they do is legit, because I mean, they might have helped out a couple of veterans, but I don't know. I called and I tried to reach out to them, and they pretty much didn't want to hear anything I had to say. And they tried to contact me back, and no, they never contacted me back. Actually, I tried to contact them back, and they were pretty much like, they didn't really want to hear what I had to say or what I was like. They didn't at all. And yeah, I was really annoyed about that whole situation. It kind of bothered me because I see them all the time on all these videos, and people go all these places, and Operational 11 Charlie's all there and everything, and they try to represent our brothers and everything, our veterans. And honestly, I reached out to them, and I'm a 2-time combat vet, disabled, and I can't. I didn't get any. I didn't get any kind of help from those guys. No kind of information, no helpful information whatsoever from them. It was dumb of me to pick that up. Everything just fell apart. I didn't know that was going to happen. It's alright. But like I said, I was a little, I wasn't too happy about that. The way they went off about it. It bothered me a lot. Especially when they're, oh, my brothers, our brothers in arms and everything. And I mean, I was in the infantry, bro. I was in the front line, first ones running in, with my artillery buddies and everything else. But, I don't know. Maybe, who am I to say something, I guess, right? Anyway. All right, let's start putting this thing back together. Okay, now, I guess you be careful with the back ones when you take the shocks off, because the whole rear drive axle will drop down, and your drive shaft will fall apart and everything. And you just don't want that to happen. So, that screw right there. Okay, no, that's the screws I want. The black ones I want in there. I would like to take those silver ones out and replace them with the black ones. I guess that's another time. But let's put this shock on. Let's put these rear shocks on and see how they go on the truck. I'm going to have to put some of those spacers on now because I got a heavy truck, man. Let's see what happens. So you have the big screw. Go through the axle into the link, through the link, and then back into the axle it goes. So now this is why I don't like to use the screw gun, because you will strip out the plastic. So, but the only good thing with that DeWalt is it has the clutch on it. You can turn it on so that it doesn't strip out your plastic. It'll stop spinning before it strips out the plastic. So, it looks awesome too. Looks fantastic. Let's get the top in first on this side. Yeah, I don't really like to use the power on these little trucks because, I use it on the big trucks too, and it strips the plastic out on the big trucks. So, of course, it's going to do it on these little trucks. So, like I said, it's easier, and, what do you got? Just turn the wrench a couple times. The true driver. I would rather use hand tool than destroy my truck, Oh, that feels so much smoother and nicer. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I don't have anything leaking. Nothing. I have no oil coming out of anywhere. Beautiful. Alright, now that back shaft's not going to fall apart. Let's get these front together here. The top one's put the top screw in first. It's a lot easier because then it just holds it in place. You don't have to worry about getting it in line with anything else either. Here. Stick this one on the other side real quick. Get that over done with. Try to leave the bleeder screw holes facing to the outside, so that way you can see if there's any oil coming out of them or not. So I leave them on the outside with the you see the head for the screw. That way you can see if it's leaking or anything. Tax returns, tax season, isn't it? I'm gonna do my tax return soon. Single dad with 2 kids, man. It's not too bad. Tax season. I might be missing a screw here. How am I missing the screw? Oh, it's on the end of my screwdriver. Okay. Let's turn this that way. Same thing, it goes through the shock, the housing on the shock, on the axle, through the link, and then back into the housing of the axle. And sometimes it doesn't really work out the way you want it to, so just start screwing it in and it'll find its way. It'll make it where it's supposed to be. And just like this, you are screwing it back into the plastic. So just go a little, just hand tight it. This one. This one here. Uh-oh, the whole, see? It's out the way. I don't want my link to fall out, but it did. Back in. Get in there. Now you can screw it in. It'll find its way. Come on. Oh, come on, dude. Really? There it is. He found his way, that's for sure. Alright, now. All 4 shocks are in. My drive shafts are in. Drive shafts, all 4 shocks are rebuilt. All 4. I wonder if when you buy the shocks from them, do you get metal bottoms to them too? Or metal caps as well? I wonder if they give you that if you buy the $60 shocks. Don't know. Oh man, that suspension feels freaking awesome now. Major difference. Major game changer, bro. I'm telling you. Let's get these pins back in here. Major game changer, dude. So, I don't know. Trying to get some of these videos out. If people watch my videos, I don't know what I gotta do. If I'm doing something wrong, or wish people would tell me, leave some comments, and let me know what I'm doing wrong, or if there's anything I could do better, or just let me know. Because I don't know. I enjoy doing it, and I would like to continue to do it, but I mean, if no one's watching, then what's the point, you know? I have 115 or 120 subscribers, but I only have 20 to 60 views on my videos. Like, I don't get it. Why subscribe if you're not going to watch my videos? I don't know. I don't know. So it's confusing. pretty stoked. These shocks are going to be sweet. Can't wait to bring this outside and try it in the yard. So outside it's a little cold and nasty out there, so it's probably not going to be tonight. But I will definitely be out there within the next day or so. Today or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, definitely not today. It's nighttime and it's cold out there. So, but thank God I live in New England. It's just been a shitty winter. It's not been cold at all. No snow. And I'm a snowplow. I plow snow, you know. And I need snow to make money in the winter. It just sucks. I haven't really been able to do much this winter with the hobby because it's expensive, you know. Everybody knows that. So, but I still enjoy it. I still have lots of fun doing it. So, especially with the kids. That's what it's all about. The kids having fun. Alright, this is it. Last tire. Oh, man, get on there. I'm not very happy with the I don't like the hexes in these trucks that they came out with. The shaft is too stubby to fit. The brass in the SCX24, that was just stupid why they did that. Just make it a little bit bigger. They did. So it's like, and it's hard to drill it out perfect. It's hard to get it right. You know? I mean, I guess it's good for the people that are, you know, make aftermarket parts, but, you know, for people like me, the consumer that can't really afford the shit, you know, I don't know. But there it is, y'all. It looks great, man. It feels awesome. I do recommend doing it. If you can, I mean, if it's the $60 shocks, maybe they're better. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with these. Stick with these for now. Let's see if I put some of these in here too. It's gonna make it a little stiffer. Obviously, I'll do some in the rear. I'll do it like I had it before. I'll do 2 and 2 in the rear. I'll do 2 in the front too, because I got a lot of weight in this truck, so it sticks to the rocks, man. That's exactly how I want it. Exactly how it works. It just hugs the rocks. I got a video on there. I found this new place, man. I brought this truck with me and it just killed it. It killed it. I was super excited the way it was running, the way it worked. And it's really pretty much for like 10 scale trucks, 10 and 6 scale trucks. And this truck just killed it, man. I was souped. It was doing shit the 6 scale truck, the 10 scale truck wouldn't do. And I was like, you kidding me? It's because of the, you know, you don't have a lot of the bounce and stuff as you would in this truck as you would in that truck. But I'm a big fan of the trx4m's. I like them a lot. I like small. So, oh, this thing's beautiful. Put my battery strap back on. I got like 5 batteries for these things. And as soon as it came out, I bought a shitload of batteries for it, so I had plenty of batteries. In case one would die on me on the trail. I had 2-3 more in my back in my pocket, you know. Then I have two trx4m's. I have this one, and I also have a Defender, which is pretty much stock. All right, we back. Check it out. I grabbed the Defender too. Just to, I don't know why. Just so I can grab that as well. But as you can see, this is my Bronco. This is the first one I got actually, and then I couldn't find a Defender. I couldn't get a Defender. Like every time I went to the store, it was like they were sold out of them, and all I kept finding was Broncos. And it's like nobody wanted the Bronco. Everybody just wanted the Defender, you know. So I ended up buying a second Bronco. I had 2 of them. I bought a red one, and then this is the red one. I painted it green. It actually came out really nice too. You can kind of see the scuffs. You see the red paint under it. But anyway, it came out really nice. And yeah, I got the full light kit in this. I got a full light kit in the Defender. Now, in order for you, I switched it over. I turned this Bronco into a Defender. Now, which I don't get why it did it, but the links, it made the wheelbase different. Like, I don't know if the links I put on here did that, which I think it did. The high clearance links made my wheelbase push back a little bit further, which is fine. It gives you a little bit more of a climbing stability, but it worked out for me, dude. I got Mickey Thompson's on here as well. I do not have the Canyon Trails because this was not a Defender. This was a Bronco. So in order to make it a Defender, though, you have to buy, you got to get the front bumper, the rear bumper, and the body, and that's it. And then it'll fit right on. You just got to change the bumpers because the bumpers are different. And the body will not fit on the Bronco, the Defender, unless you change those bumpers. So I have the full light kit in the Defender as well. The Defender has a full bearing kit in it. It has the low speed transmission in this one, and I have the high speed transmission in this one. So I have the regular, the stock gearing in my trx4m box. So this one pulls the trailer, the Defender. It also has I put the little links on the back, little metal anodized links, front and rear. I bought these off Amazon. They're actually some little small, I think they're like 24th scale hooks, and they fit perfect on the front bumper, so cool. But like these, I'll end up starting to hook this one up too as well. Once this one's complete, oh my goodness, the weight difference is just, it's crazy. I wish I had a way to compare the two. It's like, this is like a brick and this is a loaf of bread. Like, it's just crazy. So, but yeah, I love it, man. So I got the Defender. Like I said, I bought the Bronco. I bought a second one, and I knew I'd be able to change in the Defender somehow, because the chassis are the same. All you got to do is change those bumpers, and it fits perfect. So beautiful. And with those Trio bumper mounts front and rear, this body clips on a lot harder and it stays on a lot snugger. You can tell when you hear it clip on between this and that one, you know. Oh, that's like awesome. And then this one is just like kind of not even close to that. It's just like, you know what I mean? barely even close, barely even the noise. See? Yeah, it's like the same, I guess. I don't know. But there they are. It's trash now, I guess. Garbage. Trailer. This trailer comes off while you're using it. While you're trying to, say I was outside trying to crawl with it, and I was trying to go up in it at an angle with something, and it comes disconnected. As you go up like that, see it's sort of off. Just like the slightest little angle up, it disconnects it. Like this. It's off, watch. Yeah, see? Like that. They have one of those. They have the lift kit for it, I guess, you know, for the trailer. But why would it need a lift kit? I don't know. I like it. But, I don't know. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm working on my videos, trying to get them better. If there's something I'm doing that I should be doing, or if there's something I shouldn't be doing, I don't know. Let me know. Give me a heads up. Just tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can change it. But like I said, thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good night. Love ya. Later.